Bitcoin. Why are you misbehaving? What are you doing here? Why are you sending these crazy wicks everywhere? Guys, obviously we had the Tesla news come out yesterday and started to create a little bit of hype. We started to get this crazy little wick. Things were looking good for that start of that pullback. Now, why are we waiting for a damn pullback? Because we want the better entries for altcoins. We want a better risk to reward ratio. Because right now you're sitting with the whole market that's 30-40% up in value, and you got a chance of another 40%, and you got a chance of a 40% down, and it's like right in the middle. So what we're waiting for is, it's clear that the market's showing bullish signs on the high time frame, but it's so risky to be buying up and FOMOing into these levels, and they are just getting better and better and better at these games. Like, it's crazy how all of a sudden this wick came. How are you guys feeling about this craziness and the wicks? Now, one thing that we can see here is Bitcoin is obviously just a mean machine right now. It did get rejected from this trend. It's starting to break in the flag that we spoke about yesterday. So end of the day, what we are waiting for is obviously that big rejection candle or that really fast move, because we're waiting for the dominance turn. And as you can see very clearly, still dominance still trailing to the upside. We haven't broken any trends. We haven't broken any major moving averages just yet. So we haven't had that catalyst shift at all. Now, what they are doing is, I can already see that the wicks are coming out, and I can already see that the market's starting to get a little bit heated again, because it's just bringing this crazy, I would like to say, manipulation. Like, we can now clearly say that crypto has a lot of manipulation within it, and you can see it in these crazy wicks over here. So what I'm going to do, guys, is we're going to go through, I'm going to speak about a bullish scenario, and I'm going to speak about some tokens to say, maybe there is a breakout, and maybe it is time for us to stop waiting for the pullback and go with the flow. And for me, I'm very picky when it comes to these altcoins, but I'll go through one or two of them with you guys. And then what we're going to go through is obviously the signs again of where are these targets for Bitcoin and when are we going to get this damn catalyst. So it's a quick show from me today, guys. I'm busy shooting a Chosen Ones episode. If you have a look, you can see actually, let me turn around. You can see Chosen Ones. I'm busy doing a Guinness Book World of Records episode. So what that means is we got to attempt many different little games, and we're trying to beat the most world records in one day. And if we don't, and we fail all of them, we're trying to break a record for the most failed attempts world record breaks in one day. So we're having a lot of fun. Guys, no more wasting time. James, hit it. Let's get into it.
Click. Have you heard the news? What? With his finger on the pulse, it's like Sheldon knew. Click. When the sniper shoots, we got Sheldon on the charts, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗫𝗧. Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. So enter the sniper, click. Time to be dedicated, sniper mode is activated. Explosions in the market are in target, and Sheldon demonstrates. Mirror on the wall, Master Sheldon tell us all. We got Sheldon on the charts, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗫𝗧. Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. Enter the sniper, click. Enter the sniper.
Yo, Banter fam, what's happening? Is this market not? I don't know. It's fantastic. Like, my long-term portfolio is printing right now, and I can't sit here and be upset that the market's going up and it's not stopping to go up. But it's a very annoying market. Many traders right now are just like confused, and every time we get a sign of one direction, it sends another wick. Like, they're getting smart. They're getting incredibly smart at these times of making it really like just confusing. And you can't tell me right now that every inch in your body is saying, let me just FOMO in. Let me just buy it, because this market just doesn't want to stop. You can't tell me you're not feeling like that. Pop in the comments if you are feeling like that. The market's doing a fantastic job at that. And, you know, it sort of makes sense. We just, you know, a month and a half ago, we were angry. We were angry with this market. We thought it was going to zero. And look how fast they can change that emotion. And that's why that emotion cycle that I've been showing you guys is so important, because does it feel real? And I know disbelief, you know, disbelief is a big feeling. And I was feeling a little bit of disbelief last night. I am slightly hungover today, if you don't mind. I went out last night. I had some shorts in. I was making some money. So I'm like, cool, let's go have some Wagyu burgers. So we went to go have some Wagyu burgers. And then at around 11 o'clock, when I was 6 beers in, I was like, what is going on? Everything basically shifted. How are you guys feeling? So remember, guys, we have the 2 promotions today. We have the 2 Rolexes up for grab. We have this one here, 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕. I have no idea how to say it. Beautiful watch, valued up to $20-something thousand. If you are part of ByBit and you use the exchange link below, which I'll show you now, you can get that beauty, which we're giving away before the end of Feb. And then we have this beautiful one, which I personally like more, which is Bitget. And in order to win, guys, if you look below in the description, you will find a ByBit Rolex link and a Bitget Rolex link. ByBit is the blue and gold one. The Bitget is the black one. If you want, sign up with one of those exchanges and take a trade, and that qualifies you. And we're going to give them away randomly. I heard there's a 3rd one in the house as well. I suppose I haven't seen it myself just yet. And then secondly, guys, yesterday we started live trading, and it went well. we were hitting it strong in the beginning until that craziness came. And we ended up, I pulled my stop losses down, getting stopped at entry, which was good. But we were in some money. We're in some money quick. And I know you guys did enjoy the live trading. So to get into the live trading, it's Discord, guys. You have to be a part of Discord. If you're in Discord, you will find the links for the live trading. We are not doing it live on YouTube. It will be on Discord. Yo. How you, bro?
What's up, bro?
What's happening? So tell me, what's this market doing, bro? Why is it making everyone feel like they want to go crazy?
I can only tell you I'm on the wrong side of an Aptos short.
Oh, did you short?
Yeah, I did.
Is it like a AVAX part 2?
I hope not.
Just a little bit more. Let's actually.
I made a pile of money yesterday on DYDX, and I think I might give it all back on Aptos.
Did you make money on? That's fine.
Oh, yeah, I made a pile of money on DYDX. Yesterday.
Did you take profits?
I took some profits, yes, believe it or not.
Oh, random man took profits.
The take profit button was working.
Amazing. This is looking good, bro. It does look like it can possibly.
DYDX is going to explode. It has exploded,
but when I spoke to you the first time, it was just a concern of the it was this area, but it was a concern of the unlocks.
Now the unlocks are gone.
Now it's gone. Now it's just Valhalla from here.
Now do me a favor, look at Aptos and just tell me exactly how screwed I am.
Okay, where did you short, bro? APT, yeah?
16 something, late 16s.
Oh. Oh. Okay, this is.
Can I tell you? Let me tell you what happened. Can I tell you what? Because it's quite simple what happened, right?
Okay.
So I was lying in bed, really bored, and I saw it going to 16, 15, and then back down to under 16, and then went to 16, 15, and went back down to under 16. So what did I do?
Mm-hmm.
I shorted at 16.15 and I closed it at like 15.98. Then I again waited for it to go to 16.15, shorted, closed it at 16.04, right?
Yeah.
And then the last short I opened and I went to bed. I fell asleep. I went to bed and I woke up this morning. I was like, it was 18.80 when I woke up this morning.
Oh, it even went to like
$19, bro.
Bro, what is happening there? Because you look at this thing on the, where's it, on the weekly? Dude, it's like ripping. Look at this thing in the last month. 400% in the last month.
Click on Fantom. I think Fantom's also going to
go. No, that's the big one. But why is this thing 400%? I know we've been speaking about the last 2-3 weeks. But
you know why? Because there's very few tokens in circulation.
Oh, I was supposed to show it. There we go.
There's very few tokens.
400%.
There's very few tokens in circulation. And there's a lot of Koreans who want to buy it.
It's the only token up in the last year, bro. Even though it's new. I suppose it did come out at that time.
Okay,
let's speak about the big one. Because the big one I was talking about today is Fantom. What is going on with Fantom?
Andre and Michael Kang and all of them are speaking in Miami at the Quantum conference in Miami. So that's a big one. So I think
that's why it's hyping.
I think that's why it's happening. But also, like, someone said something quite interesting to me. They said, like, shit's happening at Fantom. They've got money. They've got Andre back. The technology really works very well.
Okay. Because if we look here, it's obviously came from a crazy area. But what I've been telling everyone, let's bring the chart up here, is this is like the crazy resistance here. But after this, the gap, bro. Like that's where it shows that there's a really big, like once we're through here, the next levels you're looking at is 80 cents, and you're looking back at $1. And do you think Fantom gets back to $3?
I had a chat with someone this morning who said yes. I don't think it gets quickly back to $3, but I do think that it can go. I really think it can go.
Because this thing bottomed out at around 16 cents.
They're treating it like a proper protocol now, and that Andre's not hyping shit up. He's being very reserved. He's building cool shit. So I think don't discount Fantom. I think Fantom. I've changed my view. Remember, I sold some Fantom. Now I bought them back.
Did you?
Yeah, I bought them back.
It's absolutely. What would you say now? Chart-wise, it's saying like, okay, we're breaking range, but are you late? Your opinion.
If the market continues to pump, you're not late. You're early. If the market doesn't pump, if the market goes back down, Fantom's going back down to 25 cents.
Yeah, it's
you,
gonna wreck
you need to know. You need to know what your risk parameters
Well,
are.
if you look at your reward, like either we're gonna market goes up and you go up, 60-70%,
Or you go down 50%,
down
50%, which is not a, that's
which
not,
is not a good risk.
that's not a trade. That's not a trade.
It's not a trade. Is there anything early? Are you hearing anything? Is there no more bees? Where's runs bees?
I mean, the problem is that everyone thinks this market's heated, but when everyone thinks the market's heated, you know what happens? That's when Aptos. Let's go to Aptos. At $5, after it was at $3, everyone thought it was heated.
Yeah.
And then at $8, everyone thought it was heated. At $12, everyone thought it was heated. And then at $15, everyone thought it was heated. And then I wake up this morning at $18, everyone still thinks it's heated. So you got to remember that.
But look at this. We are starting to obviously get a little bit of strength. But when's this bad boy? When's this bad boy going to turn?
I'm going to show on my show, I'm going to show an amazing chart that says that this bad boy ain't going to turn, but there's nothing to worry about.
Ain't going to turn?
It's not going to turn for a while.
Where are we going? 48?
It's not going to turn for a while, but there's nothing to worry about.
Okay,
I swear to you.
Okay,
All right. I just came to say good morning, bro.
Good morning, bro. Yeah, I haven't seen you yet. I'm slightly hungover, dude. I had a few tequilas last night.
Did you?
I did.
You like me?
I did, bro. We'll catch up. It was quite a party. Okay, amazing, guys. So obviously, let's quickly go through it. So Bitcoin, this is what the concerning part about it is, and this is where I'm saying like it's trying everything right now for me to mentally trap me and for me to mentally get me to FOMO into the market. But you can see here again, like we had this bull flag. And I spoke about market looking at the pullback. And for me, I'm still 100%. There's a huge daily pullback, a wick pullback, a liquidation pullback coming at any point. And I want to make sure we're damn ready for it at any point. Doesn't matter how many times we may attempt in these areas, we're going to get the right entries for the altcoins. And I'm going to stick to that. I'm not changing my opinion on that. But I am allowing Bitcoin to do its thing and to get to the areas of what it wants. But what we basically saw yesterday was we had this bull flag that was forming, right? And Bitcoin's basically forming them quite a bit, where it has this area of a strong pump, some sideways action, and then the next pump. And it's moving pretty at a nice little sustainable stepping ladder stone. And we knew basically that the gaps for Bitcoin were the main key areas of these previous resistances. We had the one gap at 21. Once we passed that, there's that huge acceleration. Okay. Then we had the gap now where we fought the last few days between 22,700 and the $23,000 level. And we cracked it last night. And then what we have after that is we do have the 25K, which for me, it is a target that we can possibly hit. We are still waiting for this big, pullback. We know nothing goes absolutely in a straight line. This is currently going very much in a straight line. And if you look at a normal wave, a normal simple wave, something like that's healthy, and we're still waiting for something like that. So the only reason why we're struggling right now is we are fishing in the right area, but temporarily, this is such a big, I wouldn't say trap, but such a mindset trap that they're actually causing for the market right now after going down for 6 months straight in a row, going down. And now all of a sudden going into this where no one believes, it's a trap to get you in extremely late. But for me, I do have one more target, and that is the 25K, and maybe a 28, and that'll be absolutely insane if the market does do that. But for me, we don't have to worry about that. If we do go to 25, 28, it's only good things for altcoins because that dominance continues to go up. I can't believe Run said that dominance, he thinks he's going to continue to spike to the upside. But there is that area. But remember now, in this area over here that we just broke now, there's tons of guys that were shorting and putting stop losses in these areas. And for me, you saw it very clearly last night on the Bitcoin chart, was when Bitcoin took off and it just finally cracked that high. You just saw this candle come out of nowhere and just spike up. And that's, taking the stop loss orders for all of the shorts. Now, the problem that we're seeing now is you literally have longs about 7 to 8 times more than shorts right now. At some point, there's not going to be money to be made to the upside for the shorts because they're just getting less and less and less and less, and the longs are just piling up. And I think that's for me, building the ultimate huge. I kind of feel like we're a bunch of mice running around and there's lots of little traps. That's fine, but there's a huge trap that's ready to come at any point. We're going to make sure we don't get caught in that one. But ultimately, that's what caused this very fast wick. Now, with that comes news. It obviously comes with Tesla, showing that they are still holding their Bitcoin, creates a little bit of hype and things like that. But now I'm starting to get, again, the little slight concerns. And remember, for me, guys, we're getting good entries. Like, that's what I'm focusing on. But this wick over here was very clear, a sort of squeeze, a short-term little squeeze. And it may continue. But look how we're not really holding the flag right now as it speaks. If the 4-hour does decide to wake up here and close green here, it can be a beautiful retest. And the way you would basically want to see that is this little move from here, and then we make our way. And we shoot to the moon, and we make our way to 25K. At some point, we're going to hit a wall. I know we're definitely going to hit a wall at some point. But for now, we're coming back in. And we started to form this big wick over here, which for me gives me a little bit of indication of some selling happened in that area. And to be honest, selling's been happening in a lot of these areas. All these big wicks here, of price trying to break through and getting sucked off. Like, people have been selling. You can definitely see bigger wallets or bigger sort of things. They've been selling as the market's been going up. And for them, I actually spoke about it yesterday, how smart they do it over time. They don't care. They ladder out as it goes. It's very clever. They're a very patient game. The rich people are very patient in this game, and they just ladder. But for me, there's still the possibility of that huge trap, and I'm still pretty sure it's coming very soon. But right now, let's play the two scenarios out. Maybe this was the trap, okay? And from here, we break in, and then we start to make our way down. I'm still looking at 21.5, and I'm still looking at a possible 20,000, 19.5. It still stands in. There's even an $18,000 target, but let's see. We don't know if we're going to hit that one just yet. But for now, if we hold in here and we start making that lower low, and we actually break this. So let me actually draw the correct little flag area over here. It's a nice horizontal. And if we finally lose that, that will give us the indication of that slight pullback. Now, all that I'm waiting for is that fast one, like I said, to move the dominance. And for now, we are pointed about 52% that this isn't a bull trap. What do you guys say? Bull trap or not? Bull trap. Oh, someone says 29.7. 29.7. Scamwick. Yeah. 29.7. Hope 21. Short 29.7. That's crazy. Yeah, the wicks are pretty. Are we going to go long on THETA? Guys, I'm going to go through the longs now. The longs are very hard. They're very tough. Because that day that trap comes, you're going to get absolutely obliterated. Like, there's just no doubt about it. You're going to get destroyed when that does come. But right now, I'd say I'm about 52% that would make it to the 24 to 25. And I'm more or less 48% that we're going to lose this. And for me, I'll keep this low over here. It's so important, guys, to not get into the mindset of, oh, this doesn't work, or these things don't work and stuff like that. You stick to the same strategy throughout all of it, and it's going to help you a lot. You'll see. You want to be consistent, stick to the same strategy. You're going to nail it. You're definitely going to nail it, and I'm not stopping, because for me, this is a lot of upside. And I think what's a good indicator that I wanted to show you guys today is this 50 moving average. So it's another one. When you start to, I like trend lines, I like support resistance and things like that. But when they start to give me a little bit of trouble, you start jumping to the other tools. And you can see here, one that looks like incredibly good support is the 50 moving average. Ever since we broke above it and we held it, we haven't stopped. And I think for us, that will give us a good indication that when we finally close below this, it's very simple to understand. When we finally close below the 50 moving average is when we can start, the retrace. And that's the one where we're focusing on obviously getting the special. So make sure you do have the 50 moving average up. And then remember to jump to the daily and have a look, because you could see that the 200-day moving average is still sitting at around 19.6, 19.7. So it's slowly coming up. And the longer we stay over here, this will get up more. And it basically means our support's getting higher. Remember, the higher we go now and the longer we take here, our next buys slowly start rising up. Because that's the momentum. These indicators and stuff are rolling up. Everything's moving to the upside. Let's actually have a look at the RSI. RSI in the middle, still making its way down. And then what we're going to get in the next few days to a week or two is we'll probably get, as long as we hold, we're going to get the golden cross. And when the golden cross comes, this will create FOMO. It will definitely create retail to come into the market and things like that. But it's also indicating that now it is beyond late. You're late. You're very much late, because this is a very long lagging indicator. And to show you previously, let's actually have a look when the major cross did actually happen. So if you look over here, this was a great indication where the cross happened previously. And at that time, the cross happened, Bitcoin was 10K. Bitcoin after that came back to 8.683 after that. So you see why I'm saying it's late. Then that retest and we hold 200-day moving average, and then we make our way up. So we're definitely, catching and fishing in the right areas. But this is looking good. And remember what I said, we have these trend lines over here as well, indicating that this is still the major area. Now, this dominance, guys, I don't agree with RUNE. I don't agree that the dominance goes that much higher. I don't. I still see this total 3. I still see the total 3, guys. The total 3 having a big ass catch up. Like for me, it's not. We didn't even make higher highs on altcoins yesterday. We made it on Bitcoin. Altcoins are no higher highs just yet. Like it's just lagging here, and it's actually made a lower high if you look at where we are right now. And altcoins are still very far behind. And they're actually looking weak, to be honest, when it comes to looking at them as a whole compared to Bitcoin. Bitcoin's looking like a powerhouse. So for me, it still comes down to there's a shakeout of the altcoins, and not a big one, and then a pushback to the higher areas over here. Now, what obviously moved the market yesterday too was the stock market. The stock market decided to wake up, and we got a little bit of a push within the stock market. Not huge. That's why Bitcoin's on steroids right now. It's doing incredibly well, but we did get a nice little push up over here. And we're waiting to see. Right now, it's still very much a lower high. And this is still the important chart. Is this 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗫 going to finally bounce? You can't tell me that this is not going to have a big bounce at some point. Like this, not only is it a trap for crypto, I'm seeing a trap for the stock markets too. I'm seeing it as an opportunity, but I'm still seeing it as a trap. So let's jump in and let's actually have a look at a few of the altcoins. Many of them are spoken about, and I'm not changing my guns on adding too many alts just yet. But if we have a look here, does that look like that's what we made yesterday? Very much lower high on DOT. And for me, first lower low, first lower high, and it's still indicating more downside. For me, this is still a $5.2 token where I want to get it. I just want to shuffle through a lot of them. Look here. So I want you to be careful that you're looking at the Bitcoin price going up, but your altcoins aren't going up. Altcoins aren't going crazy. They're not breaking out. They're only but losing to Bitcoin right now. And you can see on many of them that they are not making any of these big shifts. Now, the shorting is hard. It is hard right now. And this is the short we took yesterday, and I got stopped. This was the one account and I did in the live trading where we nailed it. I was first in great money, really good, straight after the call. This was the dip over here. And then we went up and we got stopped. And I lost around $500 on this small account over here, which is fine. But ultimately, if you want to look at THETA, let's speak about a few longs. Whoever feels longish, I'm telling you, there's a huge trap coming. So don't I'm warning you. I'm warning you. But technically, we have broken out of THETA. This should be the retest area, and this should be a long. And from here, we should go back to the top range of the 1.13, probably a 10-15%. That's still what I see max from majority of the altcoins to the upside. And then the big pullback. Remember, the pullback that I'm looking at is I'm looking at it come back to around the 85 cents mark. Like I'm expecting a decent pullback from the market. So there is a possible long over there. I think the shorting will just take a damn break from it until it's very clear right now. Because if the market can go bullish like this for consecutive days, when the bearish candle finally comes, I'm expecting the same. I'm expecting the market to be continuously bearish for a few days. So it'll give us our time to catch onto the shorting and that. For now, it's the wicks are just driving me absolutely insane. But look at the gaming tokens. Look at SAND. Very much lower highs. So I want you to still not, one that is showing strength, definitely Cardano. And this for me is one that if you can catch out the horizontal breakout, which you could see that's a long wick over there. But if you take this horizontal line over here and you take it from there, and we can close outside there, there might be a push that can give you a possible 10%. That's it. Your downside risk, 14-15% from this. So I just want to indicate to you guys again that nothing has changed. There's a few tokens. Fantom ripping, definitely Fantom ripping. And it does look like it's going to make its way to around the 50 cents. It's not a FOMO for me, but it is making its way strong to those areas. It's looking really good, to be honest. It does look really good. But majority of the alts, look at VET. If VET must reject it, it must be an ultimate fantastic short. Just the wicks are driving us crazy. But keep an eye on VET, guys. Because if VET This is one. I made a lot of money in the last bull run with that, and VTHO as well. And you could see this is really forming a nice trend. It's still risky for me to buy the straight breakout because we've done so much gains. But I'm hoping something like this. I'm really hoping. And we get something like that. I think we're going to have a really nice entry on bet. But my main goal of this show, guys, is to tell you that nothing has changed. Bitcoin is slightly higher. I see danger, danger, danger for now. Still danger, more danger. I still see 30% pullbacks. I still see a lot of these tokens. Look at AVAX. We spoke about AVAX yesterday, and it's actually following this wedge to the upside beautifully. So this will possibly be a nice one for us to possibly get a short or to farm a little bit later. But very clearly lower highs right now, and the market is not doing much. So what I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to finish the show off nice and early. With the thing of wait, I've given you guys so many targets, and when the pullback finally starts, I'm telling you it's coming. And when it comes, I'm going to focus on the entries. We're going to get those longs. I'll say it again. If you have money in the market that you can't afford to lose on altcoins, I don't see it rallying much more just yet. Unless Bitcoin goes to 25, then I see 22, and then all of a sudden that shift. Just don't get trapped. The bull trap, I put it on the tile. Is it canceled? For me, I think it's just amplified. I think it's even bigger. I think there is more upside in Bitcoin. You could see it on the wedge. Definitely, if it closes at those areas and it holds it, it looks good. But for me, the trap's getting even bigger, and we're still going to get our buy. So for me, I'm calling again. Last round. TPs, 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 because we're going to smile one day. And all of those, I've seen the same 3,300 people watching the show every day live. We're going to be the ones smiling. So guys, have a fantastic day. I'm going to need to go punish my friends. Remember, if you want the Rolexes, hit it. And guys, when we get action, then I can give you trades. Let's just let the market do something in the right way, and I'll give us lots of trades and we'll make tons of money. Have a fantastic day and much love, Banter fam.